Like Paul, who met Jesus on the road to Damascus, I met Jesus on the road to prison, and my life has never been the same. My life took a turn because I went straight to the streets. I got into drugs, I got into alcohol, I got into womanizing, and I just got to just living a street life, just thinking the only thing that I know. I wasted a lot of time of my life growing up, thinking life was just a big old ball game. They're thinking that this is my world, Milwaukee belongs to me, and I can do anything that I want in it. At the later age of my 20s, my life was spiraling out of control. When I got up in the morning, I was on my way to go get high. When I got through getting high, I was on my way to go get high again. That's all my life was consistent of. I was a lost individual in the world with no purpose, no direction, no concept of life. Nothing but tears, constantly crying. Crying for myself, crying for my family, crying for the individuals that I hurt, crying for the city of Milwaukee. How can you mess up and destroy your life so fast in the blink of an eye? Wow. Is you ready?
I'm ready, Phil.
I'm going to take you there. I walk in the door of Wall Pond. Big old gates, keys, doors slamming behind you. I walk in Wall Pond with the mindset of, if anybody say anything to me, I'm gonna kill them. I was lost. I was thinking about suicide, and I could not see my hand in front of my face, but something in my heart made me cry out to Jesus. I cried out to Jesus and said, Jesus, give me a peace of mind. A man that was at his wit's end of getting ready to try to kill himself. My walk with Jesus was a process. Throughout my incarceration at Wall Pond, I started to walk a little bit better as days and days went past, stopped doing some of the things that I used to do, put profanity away as Jesus delivered me, to clear up my mouth, clear up the way I talk, the way I act, and he did. Jesus answered each and every prayer that I had. I allowed Jesus to come into my life. I allowed Jesus to take control of my life. I allowed Jesus to order my footsteps and set my path. After 25 years of being incarcerated, I got to see the parole board for the first time. And the first time I go see the parole board, after 25 years, I get a 10-year deferment. You cannot see the parole board again for 10 years. I was hurt so bad. After 25 years of waiting to see the parole board, here it is, they tell you, you gotta wait another 10 years. But God had a different plan. Within a couple of months, that 10 years was turned into 5 years. And God touched some people's heart to say, no, Phil, we're gonna see you in 5 years. 5 years later, I had to go see the parole board again. And it just went on and on and on for 36 years. You go to the parole board, they say, not yet, Phil, you got too much time. You go to the parole board, not yet, Phil. It was disappointing, it was discouraging, but it wasn't devastating to me. It was not devastating to me at all. When you had tasted and seen how good the Lord is, you know that he tastes good and you can see what all he can do. And everything that he was doing, I'm not seeing it at the time, but I see it now. He was just setting me up for something bigger. He was letting me know, Phil, it ain't time yet. It ain't time yet. And throughout those years of me being incarcerated, remember this here. Lord, give me a peace of mind. And he gave me a peace of mind that surpassed all understanding. But then one day, he put me in front of a person that was a believer, that was gonna make the decision over my life. A believer that told me that they believe in the power of prayer. And once that person said that there, the whole parole shift. That person said, Mr. Harvey, we thinking about letting you go home. What a feeling. And then I had opportunity to go home. About 2 weeks after I got released, a friend of mine that I was in the room with at Oak Hill called me and said, "Phil, I want to take you down to Partners in Hope." And he took me down to Partners in Hope, and I came down those steps, and I never left. I came down those steps, and these people was amazing to me. They showed me so much love and respect. And in the midst of me constantly coming down there, helping around, I was asked that I want to be put on staff, part-time. Then God blessed me again, hallelujah. Wow, to become the mentor coordinator. I am blessed now to go in and out of prisons and talk to the young men. I get opportunity to talk to them about my story. I get opportunity to pray with them and just tell them the facts of life of being in prison, what you're gonna go through in prison, and how it is, how you're gonna get out. Before Jesus came into my life, I was totally lost individual. I was a selfish individual, didn't care about nobody but myself. After accepting Jesus, he softened my heart. I care about individuals. I care about their well-being. I want to pray with them. I want to introduce them to Jesus Christ and let them know if Jesus can change me, that Jesus can change them also.